Hello, everyone. It is Friday evening, and that means it's sketch night. Yay! I'm so excited to have you all with me again tonight. I can see lots of names here, and I'm not going to have time to go through and say hello to everyone, but hello, everyone. I hope you're all well and you've had a good week. It is the 5th of September, which means we're well and truly into spring. So, for you Australian girls, do you know that I don't think other countries do this? We start our seasons on the first of the month. So September 1st is the beginning of spring. So it's officially spring here, right? But did you know that in other countries, such as the US, they don't start on the first of the month. They start on the solstice or equinox. I always get those two confused, but like the 21st ish. So isn't that an odd thing that some people I know some people have never heard of that. So if that's news to you, you've learned something already tonight. Yeah, they go by solstice. That's right. Or equinox. Yeah. The 21st. Is it everywhere? Are we the only country that has spring or any season starting on the first of the month? You didn't know that, Nairi. I knew somebody wouldn't know it. Yeah, I know that Australia does it that way, but I don't think there's too many other countries that do. Are there any other countries? Is anyone from a country that celebrates the start of a new season on the first of the month? Yeah, that's it. How are we all? Is everyone well? Have you had a good week? That's what I'd like to know. Of course, it was a new catalogue week, so that's a good week. And also all the online exclusives went live this week and a couple of new kits. I have ordered the new kits and I was hoping they might arrive in time to show you tonight, but they've been shipped, but they haven't arrived. So that'll be next week. Let me have a look. So you start on the 21st too, Monique, in Europe? You always thought it odd to start on the 1st. And I've, up until I heard a few years ago that other countries do it differently, I'd never heard of anything else. It was normal to us. So isn't that funny? Right. People say the 1st, but officially it's the spring equinox. Yeah. There you go. Australia, New Zealand, Russia, and Japan. Did you just look that up, Cherie, or is this information you had at the top of your head? Is it just those 4 countries that go change seasons on the 1st? How funny is that? That's crazy. You've ordered the kit with the box. All right, let's talk about the kit for a second. The kit with the box that Leslie is talking about. Now, that kit is actually the kit they're using for World Card Making Day. And so that particular kit, what is the name of it? It's got a long name, so I want to make sure I get it right. Let me have a very quick look here. Where is it? Okay, so the kit is called the Handmade and Heartfelt Kit. And it is a very sturdy box construction. Ellen used it on her video the other day or whenever. I'm not sure. Was that yesterday or the day before? I think it was yesterday. And she showed it. So if you wanted to go check out Ellen's video and have a look at that. It makes, I believe, 10 cards. And you have the stamp organizer, the box that it all comes in. What else is in there? So it says, includes a stamp set, 10 cards and envelopes, a card organizer, which is the box, shaped labels, twine, glitter adhesive. Ooh, that sounds like fun. Embellishments and a mini ink pad. What color is the ink pad? Is it, I'm looking at the picture. It looks like it might be Secret Sea or Navy, maybe. Does anyone know what color the ink pad is? I can't see if it says that here. It probably says it if I was to go into the store and look at the details, it would have the color of the ink pad. But it looks like it's a dark navy blue. That's what it looks like. Secret Sea, Leslie said. Okay, great. Yes, the red truck kit. Yeah, the red truck kit's the other kit. I've ordered both, actually, even though we don't really have red trucks like that here. I know in America they're a thing, but here they're not. We don't have those kind of vehicles, and most people don't go and buy Christmas trees. Like real Christmas trees. If you live in an area where there are some, you might get a real Christmas tree, but we don't. I don't see many people getting real Christmas trees. Yes, it is in the catalogue, Maureen. That's correct. And I don't know if it comes in a red box. Does anyone know the answer? You've ordered it, Sheila. Well, I'll know the answer when mine arrives, but I don't know if Ellen's on here tonight. She might know. Or Denise, have you ordered it? All right, let's have a look. Guess what? Guess what's in our new catalogue that I'm allowed to show you now? Guess what's in here? Something that we haven't had for a little while because we ran out. Oh, Crumpet's meowing. He keeps spotting a moth outside the window and he wants to get it. And of course, it's on the other side of the glass, so he can't. So the truck kit comes in the normal kit box. Yeah, that's it, Barbara. More sketches. That's right. So it's a brown box. So like a normal kit box. Okay, good to know. All right, let's switch over to the desk. And I'm going to be showing you some new sketches today. So I believe these are on page 14, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, and what they've got here is some card sketches. And down here, they've also got some scrapbooking sketches. Now, I just want to say, even though they've got some scrapbooking sketches, I did notice this second last one here. That's actually one of the sketches. For those of you who watched my scrapbooking spotlight video this week, that was Wednesday, I did a layout. Does everyone remember the layout that I did? Hang on, I'll just grab it and show you because I really thought it turned out really nice. But there was an alternate layout. There was a double layout. I only made the one page, but the other page is that sketch, the sketch that's there on the page. Okay, so the second last of the scrapbooking specs, this one here, okay, that is this here. Can you see it? So you've got like 4 squares and a circle there, and then the background is like a diagonally cut piece of DSP. That's what that is. That's that actual sketch. So I haven't looked yet, but the others might be in some of our scrapbooking kits as well. I haven't taken the time to check that out. But if you're interested in that, go and check. And I also made a card as well in that video, so you might like it. This is the page that I made. So this is the companion one to that one, but it's the other page. And it turned out really nice. It's my husband with the biggest calzone ever in the history of ever, really. And that was when we were in London having dinner. We don't need a red truck in Australia. We have the ute, which is white to show off all the red dust on. That is true, Nicole, especially depending on where you live in Australia. That's true. Oh, I know. Aren't they funny? I agree. Yep. So page 14, we've got a row of sketches for cards and then a row of sketches for scrapbooking layouts. Can I just tell you that sometimes you can use either for both? Okay. So, I could use this layout here and add some photos to that on a 12 by 12 page if I wanted to. And this one down here, I could have 6 squares on a card and play around with that. So you can kind of cross over. You don't need to stick with one or the other. But I thought we'd pick the very first one here tonight, and we'll work our way along over the next couple of weeks. This one looks like a sketch I did just recently. Do you remember the one we did a couple of weeks ago with the kintsugi suite? So, yeah, this one's weird. Look at those weird squares. But I reckon I can play with that and have some fun. Also really interesting. And then they've got some tags. And the tags, of course, you can make those into cards if you wanted to. Yes, you absolutely could use the scrapbooking ones as a card, Rose. Absolutely can. All right. So, that's a good idea, Maureen. Maureen just mentioned maybe the red box is for a future kit in brackets, the nutcrackers. Everyone's excited about these nutcrackers. See this here? Everyone's excited about these. So maybe that is the box for those. I don't know. It's hard to tell, isn't it? We don't have that information yet. But these nutcrackers, how cute would they be on cards? And how cute would they be on a scrapbook page? Super, super cute. So, this one says for you. This one says believe in the magic of Christmas, sending joy and cheer to the last year. So, you've got some really good little words in there as well, and they would be fantastic. So I'm very excited about these coming, and I'm wondering if that's next month maybe. We get 2 new kits, sometimes 3, but usually 2 new kits at the beginning of every month, okay? They're usually the first Tuesday of the month, most often. So I'm excited to see when those are going to be released because I think they're a lot of fun. Anyone else excited about those? You can't craft for a couple of weeks. Oh, no. That's no good, Leslie. So you're just sitting with your feet up? I hope that's okay. I hope you're not uncomfortable. All right, so this is the one I'm going to do tonight. Now I'm just looking to see, did I leave my – oh, yeah, I did. I thought I might have put my my camera up too high, but it's okay. So this is the one I'm going to do. This one right here, very simple, okay? So I'm thinking simple layout, simple sketch. Let's bring out some really some paper that packs a punch. And for this, I thought, because I've got quite a few papers out of here. In fact, we could do this card twice and it'll look completely different depending on what colors we use and how we change it up, right? But the one that I'm looking at is called Traditions of Christmas. Okay, now this Traditions of Christmas Sweet Collection, it's absolutely beautiful. And yes, there is this box. A couple of people have asked me about the box. If you want to, you can go to, I think it's page 26. Yep. Okay, there's the box again. And it says, scan the QR code to learn how to make this box. So it's got all the measurements and everything how to make this box. So if you like the box and you're thinking, oh, gee, I really like that, but how do I make it? You can scan the QR code for a little video and we'll show you how. Isn't that cool? So Cherie's put up the, thank you, Cherie. She's put up the handmade and heartfelt kit details. The cost here in Australia is $56. And even though you can attend World Card Making Day, it's an event on your computer, or maybe you'll find someone who's doing a watch party or something like that. You can watch it together with your friends. It's available to customers. It's available to demonstrators, and it's free. Okay. However, they are going to be making cards at the World Card Making Day with that handmade and heartfelt kit. So if you would like to have the kit to make up on the day, I mean, you don't have to. You can just watch if you want to. But if you would like to have the kit to make up on the day, then it's available now. And like I said, it's $56, and you can order it very soon. So you've got that ready to go on the 4th of October, which is World Card Making Day. All right. So that was about the box. Now, this is the Traditions of Christmas suite, okay? And you can see it's what they call a mega suite. So a mega suite usually has 2 bundles, most commonly. So stamps and dies, a beautiful, I used this in my video on Tuesday, my Technique Tuesday, the wreath, what's it called? Traditional wreath, I think. Yeah, traditional wreath, 3D embossing folder. These glitter sequins, which are just to die for, I love them. The shiny red ribbon, beautiful. That's it's called Real Red Shiny Ribbon. So that's really nice. And then, of course, the gorgeous Traditions of Christmas Specialty Designer Series paper. Now, whenever we have the word specialty included in the papers, it means that if there's something special about the paper. So it might have die cuts, it might have foil, which is quite common, it might have glitter, it might have different elements other than just your standard flat DSP. So, I mean, we love our standard flat DSP, right? But when you make it specialty, it's extra special. So I've got it here to show you. It is really beautiful. You can see I've already used this piece and cut it down because I actually made a card with this a couple of weeks ago, and it's stuck to the back of this. Made a card with the back with that. What did I do with that card? Did I move it out of the way? I think I did. But can you see the beautiful shiny gold on that? Isn't it lovely? I love this. Now, also, the nice thing about these is these here cut out with the matching dies. So this, I love it. I absolutely love it when dies and DSP match. And you can just go ahead and cut all those out just using the dies. You can see that's what I've done here. See, I cut one out. And on the back, we've got our green stripy paper. Isn't that nice? So that's front and back of that one. Then we've got this one, which has got like pale pink. And you've got your poinsettias. Beautiful. And on the back, we've got real red dots. And what else have we got? Oh, okay. That one there is on the back of that one is Misty Moonlight. Super nice. You just made 12 Christmas cards with this paper, Janine. That's fantastic. Good on you. Hey, Tanya, nice to see you. Then we've got this one here. Now, I'm thinking this one might also match because this one is just all that design, which like I said, I know that cuts out with the dies. I think this one does too, because that one here looks the same as this here in here that cuts out with the dies. So I'm just going to make the assumption that that's what that does. It's beautiful. It's almost like not a wreath, not a round wreath, but what do you call it when a garland, that would go across something. Super nice. And on the back, we've got some Misty Moonlight diagonal stripes. Some more of those. And I've already showed you that one. And then we've got some larger poinsettias. How nice are these? Aren't these gorgeous? And when you hold it in the light, you can see that beautiful gold shine on it. And on the back of that, we've got some plaid or tartan, depending on where you come from. I know, it's beautiful. I had to have this paper. It was a no-brainer. And then the last one is the one I showed you before, but on the back, I don't think I showed you. Oh, maybe I did show you the back. It's got the green on the back there, like another tartan. Super nice. So I made a card with this a couple of weeks ago, and I did post it in the last couple of days. I just don't know if what I need to do is, I need to actually have just keep all the new stuff in a box so that I don't have to go looking through all my cards to find it, because I just end up with so many cards. I'm so lucky because I love card making, and I love that I get to do this all the time. Here you go, found it. Here we go. That's the card that I made. All right, so it's really, really simple. I just used a textured notes rectangle. Okay, I've got that tartan paper that's behind here. I die cut with the die that little bouquet of flowers from that paper that I just showed you. And then I've also used a blending brush behind here to put some pool party. I always like pool party. I think it's such a great base if you're going to have a color popping out from behind something. And this greetings is from another new set, which is called Words of the Season. It has matching dies as well. There's the greetings there. See that one? To you and yours. That little banner is part of the dies that match up with this. So super nice. And I thought they looked really nice together. And I've used the glimmer sequins. Okay, the glimmer sequins, like I said, they are to die for. Let me just see. Here they are. Look at them. How gorgeous. I love these. You need to put them against something so you can see. Here you go. They're just beautiful. Aren't they nice? Yeah, it is a clean color. I agree. I know some people say it's green. I personally feel like it's more blue. I always think it's blue, but I just think these, and they've got the pool party in them. Pool party, is it granny apple green? I feel like it's too bright to be old olive. So let me just see on our packaging here. It tells us the color. Oh no, it does say old olive. Oh no, it just looks quite bright. But maybe it's probably halfway between between old olive and granny apple green. That's what I think, but they're calling it old olive here. Cherry cobbler, so not real red. Oh no, cherry cobbler, old olive, pool party, real red, secret sea, and gold. So they've got both cherry cobbler and real red in this suite. Really, really lovely. You get a good look at the papers right here too. All right. You're wondering why I suddenly went quiet. It's because my husband just got home from work and was standing with his face up against the window, gave me a fright. Oh, well. That's what husbands do. They like to frighten us. Don't you think? All right, going to go keep that page 14 open so I can see my sketch. And I'm going to keep this real simple, this one. We'll get plenty of time here to make a couple of these tonight. Now, if you're looking at any of these things and thinking, oh, wow, that's really beautiful, everything I use is available for purchase, okay? And you can purchase it by going over to my blog and, oh, thank you for the thumbs up. And I'll put the address up on the screen so that if you go there and click the Shop Now button, you can go shopping in the store. So this is my full-time job, and it's something that I've been doing now for a very long time. I love it. I absolutely love this job. It's the best thing. I'm so grateful that I do it, and it's just been so good to me over the years. So I'm very, very happy, and it's because of this job that I know all of you guys. So I'm so grateful for that. All right, let me take the banner down so that it doesn't cover up what we're doing. Whoop, wrong button. There we go. That's better. And hit the comments button. A peeping Tom at the window. I know. It was a peeping Paul, not a peeping Tom. Your husband can't sneak up on you. Yeah, well, the cats don't do a very good job of that. They're not very good. All right, so I think I'm going to go here with this piece, and you can see it's just a nice big rectangle. I could cut it with a textured notes dies, but I'm just going to cut it with my trimmer. And I'm just going to see, I'm deciding whether I want, I'm deciding whether I want to put like a mat around it. I feel like a mat would be good. And should I just go with red or maybe cherry cobbler, which is the darker red? You can see we've got some dark and light in there, so the darker color. Or I could really amp it up and go with, say, black, but I don't know that I want to. I think I'm going to go 11.5 by 7.5. I think that will be a good size for this. And the paper is just so pretty. All by itself, it looks good. Okay, so that's the size it's going to be on my card. Oh, hi, honey.
Hi, baby.
He's home. All right. And let me see. So there's my cherry cobbler. A gold foil. Oh, yeah, great idea, you girls. Okay, let's do gold foil. Yep, I agree. Okay. Ah, well, that's good news, Nairi. That sounds good. Now I'm going 8. So I'm going 0.5 centimeters bigger on each side by 12. So the first layer, the DSP, was 7.5 by 11.5, and now this is 8 by 12. And I think you guys are right. The gold layer is going to look so much better. Yep, perfect. Look at that. So much better. Yay. All right, so I'm going to stick that straight down. So let me zip around here with my Tombow. Yeah, Cherie, there's some truth to that too. All right, so let's pop this right here so it's centered on that piece of gold. So you never steer me wrong. Yep, the gold was perfect. I'm so grateful for that. All right, so there's my piece that's going to go on here. Now, for a piece like this, I'm going to actually put it on dimensional, so I just think that will look really nice. And then I need to find a circle, not a very big circle. So I'm kind of wondering, I didn't get a lot of Christmas greetings. The only Christmas greetings I got are the words for the season that I just showed you. Like this one here, but most of these are really big. So I mean, I could do there was also words of the season dies, so I could do like a happy, or I could do the word Christmas because there's dies for that, and then wishes. We could do that. That might look good. It'll take us a little longer, but I don't think that's too bad. I'm just putting one in the middle so it won't sag in the middle. Peace on Earth. Yeah, I do have Peace on Earth. That's right. Thanks for that suggestion, Ellen. And that's quite Christmassy, I guess. Wouldn't Peace on Earth, wouldn't that be nice for Christmas? Sometimes I wonder, if everyone would just stop all the fighting and carrying on, and we could all have some peace on Earth. All right, so that's this looking really rather pretty. It's just such beautiful paper. Oh my goodness. We do have some very nice papers in this catalogue, and I'm very happy about it. All right, so I'm just thinking to myself, I believe I'm going to, now, here's an interesting thing. There's a circle and then there's a banner. So I'm wondering maybe if the banner, I could just leave the banner off, I suppose, or move it further down. But I'm wondering if my sentiment maybe should be on. I tell you what else I do have. In the branching out set, okay, it's not a Christmas set. There are no Christmas inspired greetings here. However, you could use from our family to yours. It's quite a good size. It's a smallish size. From our family to yours has kind of got a Christmas vibe about it. But I'm wondering with the banner whether I want to have, see, that's too big. This is way too big. just looking. Yep, the words for the season dies are really good. And I'm thinking maybe I put a banner on and maybe a different size banner. And the banner could have a word from our Christmas dies. And I might grab those out and we'll have a look at them. So this is probably about a good size. That one about there. That's probably not too bad. And then there's a banner like this. That's kind of how it is in the sketch. So I'm deciding where I want my words to go and what would work best. I could just make this a really pretty, a complimentary pattern paper, and then the words could go on here. That's a possibility. Use a ribbon instead of a banner. Yes, you could. You could do that. Ornamental Christmas has a nice Merry Christmas stamp. I didn't get that one. So I'm just looking at all your comments. Give me a second. I've got to read because you've got so many comments on there. But that's good. Yeah, I think I'm going to end up buying another one or two that have some better greetings, because I don't feel I have enough Christmas greetings at the moment, even though Words of the Season is good. But it's like some of these I think are better inside a card. I mean, I did do a card the other day. Do you remember the one I did on Tuesday with I haven't quite finished it, but remember we did the white ink on the wreath on crumb cake cardstock, and then I used one of those greetings from the Words of the Season to go into the center of that. So that turned out really beautiful. I haven't quite finished it yet, but when I do, I'll show you all. But I'm just looking to see what else I could do. I mean, let's grab out the Words of the Season set. So much for being a quick card, because now I'm really indecisive and I can't make up my mind what I want to say. Okay, so there's our set. Two die cut words, yeah, maybe. So these are the set. This is the set. See, it's got all these great greetings on it. You know what? Instead of a straight banner, I could do the little curvy banner. The curvy banner would look good. What do we think about that idea? And put, greetings on it, like the one I showed you before. That might actually look really good. So rather than having a straight banner, we do a curvy banner, like so. I kind of like that idea. What do you guys think about that? So I have a stamped word here, and then up on the other area I have, I've just got to think this through, think how I want it to go. So we've got to you and yours, we've got greetings, we've got and cheery wishes. What does and cheery wishes to go? What does that go? Is it what, greetings and cheery wishes? That's kind of weird. I don't know. I'm not happy about that. Circle is a bit too big, do you think? Problem not solved yet. No, I agree. So this is problem solving 101. Oh, no, I think maybe that one's a little small. I'm thinking. There's got to be a solution, you guys. So maybe I still like from our family to yours. So we've got a few options. And maybe instead of a banner, like Rose said, maybe I do a ribbon or something else instead. I'm just not super happy with that solution. And most of these are too big. You know, the happy is too big. Even the smaller words, such as we've got merry here, I just don't feel like they're quite right. It's a great set, though. Bigger circle and curvy banner. Yeah, I think this one is too small. So I think we go back to the bigger one. And the more I think about it, the more I think I'm going to just put a smallish. Okay. I'm just going to cut a wide. I'm making a decision. Even if I'm not 100% happy with it, I'm just going to pick something. But thank you for all your suggestions. You've got some really great suggestions. It's just, for such a simple sketch, it shouldn't be so hard, right? It just depends on how you, whether you want to have your banner for the words, or whether you want to have, I'm thinking about doing family and friends. That's quite small. Now we've got the opposite problem. Now it's too small. Hello and sentiment inside. Do I have the peaceful garden suite? Yes, I do. And we have peace on earth, which is the saying from that. So we have, that's this one here. And that would just fit on there, I believe. Maybe I do go back to that. I did use this one the other day and it just fits. Only just, but it does fit. So is there a poinsettia I could cut? Yeah, maybe. Maybe we do that. I'm just going to commit to this. And stamp inside. I think that's a good idea. But I'm just wondering. All right, so there's my piece on earth. See, it's only just big enough, right? Flower on the circle and greetings on the banner. Yeah, the word, you know what? That's not a bad idea, you guys. Okay. I'm rethinking. I think we're going to be happier with this. And I'm going to grab my banner die from here. I hope I haven't lost everybody in this painful process of trying to work out what to do. Who else struggles sometimes knowing what is the right thing to do when it comes to, you know, you're faced with a couple of choices and you just can't quite make up your mind? All right, so here's the banner. I do like the curvy banner. And I am going to go back to the circle, and I think you're right. I think we're going to... So let me see, from our paper, what can we cut out? The set is called Christmas Greenery. This is the set, okay? And there is a poinsettia here, but there's also, you know, some smaller flowers and things. And I'm just going to grab the dies out. Is it Christmas? Did I say Christmas Greenery? Yes, I did. All right, I'm going to cut a poinsettia out of my paper, and I think I'm going to do it by hand because I don't think... I mean, there's bigger poinsettias like these, but they're too big. So we've got some little ones here. What do we think? Will those, would they clash? You would cut the white poinsettia from the paper. The white poinsettia. Which is the white one? I'm looking for a white poinsettia. I cannot see that. If I was going to cut white poinsettia, then the white circle probably isn't right. Maybe this little one. because a little poinsettia it's got some pink in it, and we could actually do a little bit of blending behind it potentially. Oh, is Lorraine with us tonight? Is it the white one on the sheet that was just on my left? There's white flowers, but not poinsettias. So if Lorraine is with us or if she watches the replay, Cherie showed me one of her videos where she was using a really cool blending technique with the, so if you haven't watched that video, go and check it out. Did she put a name on it? I don't remember. It probably was the pink one. So I'm just going to cut this out because there's only a little, this is just a little poinsettia, but I feel like it'll look all right in the middle of the circle. We're going to end up with a card that we like here, guys. We are, I promise. Oh, someone's sending me a message. Sorry, but it takes so long. Just talk amongst yourselves while I fussy cut this out. You'll notice when I fussy cut, I turn my paper more than I turn my scissors. I keep my scissors relatively still, and I cut with the inside edge here, and you'll find you'll get a much better result than trying to move your scissors around the outside. Move the paper. It just makes it work so much better. I usually use a little tiny bit of a border all the way around because you'll find that it's more forgiving. There we go. So if we were to put this on here, and then if I put a little bit of blending behind it potentially, I'm not 100% sure about that, but, and then this piece here, we're going to stamp on. So I'm going to stamp the word greetings from this one here. Now, I should have, these are not photopolymer. So I should not have cut the banner. I should have stamped first and then cut the banner, because the chances of me getting the word greetings right on this tiny little banner is very slim. Okay, so let's try it. But when I fail, then I'll be stamping it on a white piece of paper, and then we're going to cut it out. So that was something before photopolymer came along that we used to always say, always stamp first, or, you know, stamp first before you die cut or punch, right? Wish me luck. Let's see how close I got. Oh, not bad. Not bad. What if it was on a slightly smaller gold circle? Yeah. Yeah, maybe. Do you want me to try a slightly smaller gold circle? Because it still doesn't look quite right, does it? I mean, it'll look better when it's up on dimensionals too. A slightly smaller circle. The next size circle down from this is this one. It's quite a bit smaller, but we could, you know, make it in gold, and that would look okay. Or I wonder if I have something in between in a punch, like 1 3/4 inch punch, maybe. I did just cut some gold paper, didn't I? So I've still got that here. Look at this. Do you see all the circles that I cut out for last month's craft along? Is that the same size? It doesn't look as good. Yeah, it's close enough that I'm actually going to go and do it with the die, because the die is prettier with that stitched edge. It does make such a difference. And then you guys can tell me which one looks better. Let's see what looks better. Does it look better on the gold? Probably does. Do we like it better on the gold? It does look better on the gold. I think so. All right, let's put a couple of dimensionals behind this. And then that's going to go right there. And that's going to go right there. Oh my gosh, guys, we may have ended up coming up. Does that look better? I would have done the white with blending behind, but then the suggestion was made to try it on a gold circle, and I think it does look quite good. So I'm going to pop that down here again. Which way do I want it to go? I feel like maybe that way. And then this one here, I'm going to use a couple of mini dimensionals behind here. There we go. What do we think? Did we come up with something that we can live with? That's my question for you. This paper is divine. It really is. I love it. Even if I did nothing else on that card. This, it's not my favorite ever, but it turned out okay. The gold circle on the white as well. Yeah, maybe. Well, it's not bad. It's a nice Christmas card. I would not be ashamed to send that to somebody, even though I had no idea that that's where we were going to go with it. But I knew I wanted to use that beautiful red paper. That was all I knew for sure. All right. Do we want to see more new stuff? That's my question to you. Let me put these couple of things away. I did not buy. I was very careful this time. I had to be a little bit careful, finances and all that sort of stuff. But there was a few things. There's still more things I want to get. I have not completed my shopping out of this catalog yet. There's a few more things I'll be getting. Like I said, I have got those couple of kits coming. But yeah, I'm looking forward to playing with a whole bunch more things than I have so far. Yes, the answer is yes. I take it to seeing new stuff, so that's awesome. I'm pretty certain today yesterday I got the craft along project designed, and if I decide that is the one I'm going to use, and I'm pretty sure it is, I'll be going with the Peaceful Garden Suite because I really love that stuff. I did a fun card today with the Gingerbread Man. That was fun. And that's for an upcoming video tutorial. No, just a written tutorial that I do later in the month for the Create With Us tutorial bundle group. So that's done. I feel like I'm trying to get ahead for this month because there's always so much going on, isn't there? You need to be restrained. I know, Sheila. It's yucky, right? What a shame. Why can't we just, do we want to add some bling to this, or do you feel it's enough? I mean, it's already got a lot of bling without adding anything else. Do we leave it as it is? Oh, hey, Jackie. You're in the UK. Hi. If I was going to add anything to this, I would probably add the red because, we've got some little ones, so we could add some little ones. Yeah, everyone's going no bling, leave it. Yep, okay, got it. I've got that. Got it, guys. All right. Well, we could do another sketch, but I don't want to use up too many sketches all at once because there's not that many in here. So I feel like maybe I'll just pull out something else and play with it. What do you think? So shall we have a little quick play with the Gingerbread Man? Because he's fun. And like I said, I've already done a couple of fun things. The other day in my Tuesday video, we did white ink with new products, and I had a lot of fun. And one of the things I did was I white inked and embossed my Gingerbread Man. So let's decorate him and let's make this into a card, I think. So the Gingerbread Man is this set here, and then it has matching dies. If you haven't got this one, the dies are huge. It's a really, really big die set. So I'll grab that out and show you what I mean. So this is the die set. You can see it's a really wide one, okay? And when you open it up, he's got lots and lots of accessories because every gingerbread man should have lots of accessories, right? You have to accessorize. So here's our gingerbread. So the main die is this one. So when you cut it, it cuts both the front and the back. So, and it's got a score line here. So it's ready to make into a card right there like that. However, so when I cut this, you can see how it was cut. It cuts both sides, all right? And then you just fold there at the score line and you've got yourself a card. Now to do the inside so you can write on it, I like to write on a white piece. So what I did was I cut this again, but I only run it through just up to here. And if you just cut carefully, you can actually round off that piece there and make this. I wish I could show you the card that I made today, but I can't because it's for this tutorial bundle that's meant to be until we release it. So, so super, super nice card, but you just cut that out and then you can use the gingerbread man on the front of a card just by himself without having to make a whole shaped card, if that makes sense. So you're getting this for your messy church group. That'd be fantastic. They'll love it because it's really fun. It's just a really fun set. Now, one of the things I didn't realize until I bought this set is that we have some nice, I use Seasons Eatings today on the card that I made. There's an Oh Snap, which is really great if you've decided to, cut a little bit of the gingerbread man as if someone's starting to nibble on him. So I think that works well. Sugar and spice and everything nice. That's really nice on the front, and Baking Spirits Bright, which is cute, right? So let me just see, because I have got another gingerbread card that I showed some of you the other day, the one where he's wearing the hat. Does everyone know what I'm talking about? It's the hat guy. Oh no, it's not here. But that's okay. It's a really fun little set, but it has lots and lots of different expressions for the gingerbread man's face. So he doesn't have to look like this because it's, he looks happy and friendly and everything, but it's kind of boring, right? So here we've got a surprise gingerbread man. We've got a winky gingerbread man, which is my favorite one, the winky face. We've got a couple of wider ones if you want to just have a couple of eyes all by themselves without a mouth. And then we've also got, this is a gingerbread girl, I think, because she's got eyelashes. Can you see that? Cute little eyelashes. Mind you, it would be very easy to just get a pen and add eyelashes to any of these, but I really like the fact that they did actually think to give us one with eyelashes. So you got the other baking bundle. Which one is that, Leslie? Can you tell me what page that's on so we can have a look at that one too? All right, so I've done the outside embossed in white, but I'm just going to use a darker brown to give some expression to my gingerbread man. And if you want to do the other piece, like I said, you would cut a white piece to write on in here. I wish I could find the other gingerbread man I made. It's such a cute card, and I don't know what I've done with it. Never mind. I'll need to find it, though, because I'm going to use it at a class this week. So that'll be good. All right, so what face? Shall we go gingerbread girl? Shall we go surprise? Will we go winky face or the boring face? This one here. Which one will we go? What do you think, guys? And I'm just going to stamp this in the brown. I'm just waiting. You think they're cheeks? Oh, yeah, they could be cheeks. Maybe, because they're a bit wider apart. So you're probably right. The wink. That's my favorite one, Moira. So glad you picked that one. All right, let's do the winky face. Just got to find it. It's this one right here. And it's just because, I don't know, the winky one to me seems to have some character, right? So we're going to pop that right there in the middle of his face. There he is. He's super cute. I just love him. I think he's got so much personality. And you can do, you can do buttons and stuff. But why would you do buttons when you can do bling that matches this? You can do the red ones. You've got pink. You've got the green. Super, super nice. I love them. I probably won't use the red tonight because I've been using I think I've been using almost exclusively red. So I might pick a different color this time. And we can also get him to hold a sign. That's what I did with the first one. But look at all these other accessories. We've got a hat. Super cute hat. We've got a lollipop. We've got a scarf. And we've got a bow. I'm going to give him a scarf because I think that might be nice. We've got lollies or sweets, depending on what you want. We've got a hot chocolate or a coffee cup. We've got a mug here. And they're just super fun. Candy canes, all sorts. And these are like little jelly, like, what would you call them? Like gummies. Super, super nice. They've got all these fun things and you can have a lot of fun. If you've got kids or grandkids, I think they'd have a lot of fun with this as well. Don't you think? So I'm going to cut the scarf and I'm going to do this out of some paper that we have. This is actually this set here. If you use this one, it kind of looks like it's knitted and you can see I've already done one earlier. And so I'm going to do that again. Might as well just do it this way. Actually, I'll do it this way so it's going the right way up. And I'm just going to cut that out. And should we give him a hat as well? Or do we not care about a hat? What do you think? Oh, the roof, guys. I know I could hear it in your video, Lorraine, but I'm so glad you made the video anyway. You think it's an online exclusive bundle? Oh, that's why I haven't noticed it. Maybe. I'll have to go and have a look. There's just so much to look at right now. It's really hard to stay on top of everything. It's almost impossible, actually. All right, so I'm going to run these through. This paper I'm using is I have to look up the name of it again, but it's the 6x6 paper that we have in all the reds and greens. Which is this one. It's really nice. See all the die cuts and plaid tartan sort of Christmas baubles, and yeah, it's a really, really nice set. So that one's in the catalogue as well. So let's grab our, what have I done with my take your pick tool? I had it a moment ago and I put it down. Oh, okay, doesn't matter. I will just, what did I do with that? Never mind. I'm having one of those losing everything days. Don't tell Susan. She'll make us take a sip. So he's got a scarf. And he's got a hat. And I love how this looks knitted when you use it. I think it's really fun. All right, so let me pop that there. Get rid of the scarf, put them back in the pack. And I'm just going to just stick this on, just whack a bit of glue straight across his head here. Pop that right up there on a jaunty angle. And so it's actually really easy to accessorize your gingerbread men, and you can have a lot of fun doing it. It reminds me of, remember those dolls that we used to, what were they called? You know, the dolls that they were like paper dolls that you used to have all of the clothing and accessories and you stuck them on. Does anyone know what the heck I'm talking about? I don't remember what they were called, but they were a lot of fun. I remember them being around. Oh gosh, that sounds awful, Sheila. All right, so now he's got, I'm going to give him, I do feel like I want him to have red. I'm going to end up using up all the red ones, aren't I? Oh, well, let's do it anyway. And will I go small or medium or large? I think I'll go medium. So I'm going to we'll put a couple of these down here. One. These are really nice. They're red, but they've got like a pink shine on them. 2 enough or 3? I think we need 3. Okay. And you might have seen I did post, I think it was today actually, the other gingerbread man. He's on my Instagram page and my my papercraft page. All right, so I'm thinking I'm going to put my white piece of paper in here. So I'm just grabbing some basic white. And I'm going to cut that down. Now, has everyone heard that it's my stamp anniversary this week, and I'm doing a little giveaway? Has everyone heard about this? So, if ever you shop with me and you spend $60 anytime, then the following month you get the Craft Along supply pack from me. So this is open, unfortunately, to only Australian customers, but you do get the supply pack the following month. So if you order in August, you get the September supply pack. If you order in September, you get the October Craft Along pack. So that's great. But this week, as well as that, because it's my stamp anniversary, if you order $125 worth of product, you'll not only get the Craft Along pack next month, but you'll also get a pack of embellishments from me. So I'm giving those away this month as a little extra to say thank you so much for shopping with me and for being my customers over the last 19 years. Can you believe it? It's been 19 years. I can't believe that. I think that's crazy. All right, so what I'm going to do here is I'm going to cut myself just one. I'm going to cut myself a gingerbread man to put on the inside. Okay, so I'm going to do it like this. And I'm going to quickly whip that through my cut and emboss machine. It's normal for a big die like this to make a bit of a noise when you put it through. All right, so I've got my gingerbread man. You can see he's got a bit extra here that went to the edge of the paper, and that's okay. So I'm going to come in here with my scissors, and I'm going to cut that off. I'm going to just cut around, pretend that the line isn't there, and I'm going to... And then this is going to get glued right there on top like so. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to glue that down. And then I've got somewhere to write in my little card. And a little card like this, a shaped card that's so easy to make, is a really nice change from, you know, your traditional cards. Oh, yeah, look, I just did the wrong thing, didn't I? Cherie quite rightly noticed I should have glued it the other way around. Yes, it should have been turned up the other way. But, hey, guess what? I'm just going to fix that by snipping that right there. Oh, well. Whoops. I'm in fine form tonight, aren't I? All right, so there we go. All right, so I'm going to say he's done. Isn't that cute? I think he's really cute. I think it's a really easy, fun card to do. Yeah, the short arm should have gone in the middle. I know. I did it the wrong way around. You are correct. See? They let anyone do this job. Doesn't the knitted hat? Yes, if you wanted to, you could put another hat on the inside here so it looks like his hat goes all the way around. And that would look really cool, actually. So you just cut a second one and then glue it on the back. That's a good idea as well. But, you know, you can put a Merry Christmas in here if you want to. It's up to you, really, what you want to do. On my other ones, I did Seasons Eatings because I thought that was kind of fun. So I'll probably... And on the card that I did earlier, because it's just the gingerbread man and he's on a normal card, not a card shaped like this. So there was room for me to use the conversation bubble framelit from the same set and put the Seasons Eatings in the bubble. So that was really cute as well. So there's lots and lots of options, and you can get really creative and do lots of fun things with this set. Right, so I'm going to do my Season's Eatings on the inside. I'm just going to use my early espresso ink again. Oh, thank you very much for the congratulations and the happy anniversary, or stampiversary, I should say. Thank you for that. So Season's Eatings here in the middle. That's a fun card. What do we think? Do we like it? Can you see yourself having some fun with this? So if you didn't want to do the white embossed around the edges, I'm just using one that I prepared earlier. But if you didn't want to do that, you could just stamp it with the early espresso, like a darker color. I think that would still look, it does still look good, but the white just steps it up a little bit and makes it look like icing. But you don't have to do the white, especially if you aren't someone, if you don't have embossing stuff, then you can also stamp it with just regular ink. How big is he? Let me tell you, he's, well, let me tell you without the hat. Without the hat, he is about 12 centimeters tall, or about 5 inches long from here to here, from top to bottom. And going across from one arm outstretched to the other, he's about 9 centimeters across, which is about 3.5 inches. So yeah, I think he's really cute, and I think you could have a lot of fun with it. And I think it's a really good one for the grandies. You know, and if you've got little people in your life, I think they'd have a lot of fun with this, decorating it, and you know, you could cut out. Yeah, he is a good size. So you can see how he sits on my hand. It would still fit nicely into a normal size envelope. So let me grab one of those. So just a normal size envelope that we have. So he would fit very well in there. No problems at all. And you could, if you wanted to, decorate the outside of the envelope as well. So, you know, you could do, you know, you could do a little lolly. And these are really cute with they're like all sorts, aren't they? Not all sorts. What do they call those? Like the boiled lollies. You know what I'm talking about? I hope someone knows what I'm talking about. Oh, and I just noticed, and I hadn't noticed until this exact moment, there's the winky face in the dies, the eyelashes, the normal face, and a surprise face. So they've got the 4 faces in dies as well. I hadn't noticed that until now. That's cute. So a lot of fun. It's just, I think, something a little bit different, and it's nice to have different types of cards, right? You make at least 10 gingerbread houses. Wow. Wouldn't it be a great tag? Yeah, I hadn't thought of that. What a great idea, Susan. Yeah, they're like peppermints, exactly. Marilyn wants me to add bunny ears to one, bear ears to another, and puppy ears to... Well, you could do that, I guess. That would be another option. But I think they're fun. So there you go. We've done 2 cards tonight. And they couldn't be more different, could they? We've got ourselves just a traditional Christmas card, which is fitting because it's the Traditions of Christmas is the name of this paper. And then over here we've got our gingerbread man, and I think he's really cute. All right, coming back to me. Can you believe we are done? Oh my goodness, that seemed to go really quickly tonight. I don't know why. Maybe because I spent so long trying to decide what the elements should be on this card. It took way too much time, so my apologies for that. Over the weekend, I'm still honouring the $125 spend, so that you will get a free pack of embellishments from me with that. And it does finish on Sunday, so that's the last day to get that. It would make a good banner. All right, you guys, have a fantastic time. I hope that you're all well. If you have any questions or anything that you've seen tonight, about anything you've seen tonight, just reach out to me. I'll have that in the description underneath the YouTube video. Thanks, guys. Have a great weekend. Bye-bye.